Francisco Giants. They played them 4 times earlier at Coors Field, took 3 of 4. This is a mini 2-game set. John Gray is going to have the baseball for Colorado as the big 6'4" right-hander makes his way to the mound. We'll take a look at the Southwest batting order tonight for Gabe Kapler's 9. Mike Yastrzemski, he'll lead it off. He's had a very good year. Alex Dickerson hit a homer yesterday. Evan Longoria's really been swinging the bat well the last couple of weeks. Brandon Welk traditionally does some damage at Coors Field. Wilmer Flores, the erstwhile Met. Donovan Solano having a terrific year. He's cooled off some from when we saw him a few weeks ago. Brandon Crawford, 7. Joey Bart, their top prospect and one of the top prospects in baseball, will be behind the plate. And Mauricio Dubon will bat 9th and play center field. So 55, John Gray. I mentioned his number because some guys switched their numbers in the last 24 hours.
Switcheroo, right?
Yeah, well, when you have a veteran guy coming in like Michael Gibbons, that'll happen. Mike Redmond gave up his number.
As he should.
Yes.
Yeah, 7 ball games started for John Gray, 2 and 3 at home, 1 and 2 out on the road, 1 and 1. His last start at Coors Field, you go back to the Texas game, that was a gem of a start for John Gray. 7 innings, just 3 hits. Good news, just 2 walks, 7 punch-outs that day against Texas. Got the W. So just repeat that same good feeling against his team. And I think John, as I mentioned in our open just a minute ago, he got good carry and good extension on that 4-seam fastball. And so when he uses that fastball, the velocity overall this year is 94, but last start is sat at 95. That was a good sign, and he touched 96 a few times. Also another good slide. That helps him get to that slider, which is hard to hit.
So here we go. The Rockies in desperate need of putting a streak together in the win column. A Giant from last year, and he had a terrific year with San Francisco. Kevin Pillar. He comes from Boston. Most recently, spent a month there. Tapia and Blackman flank him. You see the rest of the starters for the Rockies. You'll note that Garrett Hampson's at short for Trevor Story. Trevor getting the evening off, or at least the first part. But so good to see Kevin Pillar in a Rockies uniform. You and I have always admired how this guy plays.
Well, and why wouldn't you? Because
Kevin Gausman, former Grandview star, Southwest batting order tonight for the Rockies. It'll be Tapia up top, then Kevin Pillar. He'll settle in at least tonight in that 2 spot normally occupied by Trevor Story, who's getting the evening off. Nolan Arenado, Charlie Blackman, Daniel Murphy in the middle, Matt Kemple DH, McMahon, Hampson, Walters round out the Rockies against Gausman, who was rumored, along with a couple of other veteran Giants, that they could be moved before the trade deadline. But the Giants pretty much held pat, thinking that they had a chance naturally to go to the postseason.
It's kind of like what they did last year, too, hanging on to Matt Bum, you know, because it was the same situation there, right there. 6 starts for Kevin Gausman, 48 career wins for Kevin. That's the most ever by a pitcher born in the state of Colorado. Of course, the late, great Roy Halladay, 203.
Nolan coming up. Here's the Giants defensively, and after a slow start with the gloves, they have played very well defensively the last 2.5 weeks. Dickerson, Dubon, and Yastrzemski in the outfield. You see the infield of Joey Bart, not only the top prospect for the Giants, he's one of the top prospects in all of baseball, former 2nd pick overall in the draft out of Georgia Tech. He is a large human, man. He's 6'2", 240. So maybe when the baseball season's over, he'll go and see if there's a Mike linebacker job for the Niners.